Good morning, dear students. Today I shall take up an important topic, money. What is money? Money is anything that is commonly used and generally accepted as a medium of exchange, measure of value, standard deferred payments, and store of value. So anything, even a piece of paper or an eraser or a gold coin or a silver coin or a piece of leather, anything that is commonly used by all the people in exchange for goods and services as a medium of exchange, measure of value, store of value, and standard deferred payments is money. Now I shall discuss about the qualities of good money or the essential characteristics of good money. To perform its functions faithfully, money should have certain qualities. Number one, general acceptability. The most important quality of money is general acceptability. An item can act as a medium of exchange only if it is accepted by all the people. Number two, uniformity. Monetary units of the same value should have the same size, same color, and same flavor. It should be uniform. Otherwise, people get confused. Number three, scarcity. The supply of money should be limited. Otherwise, it will have limited value. Then number four, stability of value. Any item to act as money should have stability in value. That is why in the olden days people have used gold as a medium of exchange. Number five, portability. An item can act as money only if it is easily portable. It should be easy to carry in the wallet, or it should be transported from one place to another place at ease. Number six, divisibility. To perform its functions faithfully, money should be divided into small units. It should be divisible into small denominations like 25 fils, 50 fils, 1 dirham, then 5 dirhams notes, 10 dirhams notes, like that. It should be divisible. Number seven, elasticity. The supply of money should be easily increased or decreased depending upon the requirements of trade and commerce. Number eight, economical. The item that is used for making money should not be very expensive. If it is very costly, then it's difficult for the government or the central bank of a country to put more amount of money in circulation. Number nine, recognizability. By just looking at a currency note or a coin, common people should be able to understand its value, should be cognizable for the common people. Stability of value. The value of money should be stable. Otherwise, no one will accept it as a medium of exchange or measure of value. These are the important qualities of good money. Now I shall discuss with you the various functions of money. In a modern economy, money performs a variety of functions. Some of the economists have divided the functions into primary functions, secondary functions, contingent functions, and dynamic functions. At your level, you need to know basically the 5 major functions performed by money in a modern economy. Number one, money acts as a medium of exchange. While acting as a medium of exchange, money has overcome the disadvantages of the barter system, like double conversions of funds, indivisibility, etc., and generalized purchasing power. Any product that is entering into the market for exchange is first converted into money and then to other commodities. So commodity, money, commodity. I sell my commodity for money, and with that money I will be able to buy some other commodities. So money is the medium of exchange. This is the central function of money, and it is in performing this function that the quality of general acceptability is most clearly brought out. A good cannot act as a convenient medium of exchange unless it is accepted by all the people. So this is one of the most important functions of money. The second important function of money is money acts as a unit of account or measure of value. In modern times, the values of all goods and services are expressed in terms of money, and by comparing the money value of different goods, we would be able to understand the worth of each item. This is one of the most important functions of money because this function enables us to compare the economic worth of individuals, organizations, and the nations at large. See, if you look at the global economy, the United States of America is the world's biggest or the largest economy because it produces gross domestic product of $20,000 billion US dollars. The second biggest economy is China, with a total GDP of 14 trillion US dollars or 14,000 billion US dollars. So we are able to say that United States of America is richer than China. So comparison of values we can find with the help of this function. This function, while employed properly, it is just used like a liter or a yard or a kilometer is used for measurement. So money is the economic barometer with which we can measure the values of goods and services, and they can be expressed in terms of different prices. The third important function of money is money acts as a standard of deferred payments. Money enables future transactions, that is, exchange of present goods for promises to pay in future. Because we can keep account of everything in money account and make future transactions very easy. While speaking about the importance of this function, one of the famous American economists, Professor Lester V. Chandler of the Princeton University, in his famous book, The Economics of Money and Banking, wrote, "Money is used to help tie together the present and the future in a definite, understandable and indispensable way. Without the service of money, modern economic life would be impossible." Number 4, money acts as a store of value. Money is an item which can be stored for future use. Everyone keeps a part of their income in money to meet foreseen and unforeseen emergencies. We face certain foreseen emergencies like old age, children's marriage, education of children, etc. So also some unforeseen emergencies like breakdown of your car or sickness or unemployment. To meet all these emergencies, foreseen and unforeseen emergencies, money can be stored for future use. We can meet all these emergencies very easily with the help of money. While speaking about the importance of the store of value function, the greatest economist of the 20th century, late Lord John Maynard Keynes, wrote, "The importance of money essentially flows from its being a link between the present and the future." Money acts as a link between today and tomorrow, because money can be stored for future use if its value is reasonably stable. The fifth function of money is money acts as a transfer of value. We can transfer even $1 million from Dubai to New York or to Los Angeles within few minutes, because money can be transferred from one place to another place and from one individual to another individual at ease. This is another important function of money. These are the 5 major functions of money today. Now let me discuss about the importance or the significance and the advantages of money. In a modern economy, money is very, very important for various reasons. Money is one of the most fundamental of all people's inventions. Every branch of knowledge has its fundamental discovery. In mechanics, it is the wheel. In science, the fire. In politics, the vote. Similarly, in economics, in the whole commercial side of people's social existence, money is the essential invention on which all the rest is based. The use of money is so widespread that today's economy is called money economy. If money disappears for a moment, there is bound to be confusion and chaos in this world. Money has oiled the wheels of economic progress. So let me discuss about the concrete advantages, the benefits and the significance of money in a modern economy. Okay? The 5 functions I explained themselves explain the significance of money. Money acts as a medium of exchange. Money has generalized purchasing power. Money is important for the consumers, as money enables them to maximize their satisfaction or utility. Money acts as a unit of account or measure of value or standard of value. Then again, money acts as a standard of deferred payment. So because money enables future transactions, that is exchange of present goods for promises to pay in future. Money can be stored for future use. Money acts as a store of value. Then again, money is important for division of labor and specialization. Money has promoted specialization and division of labor in a modern economy. Money has also promoted international trade and international business transactions. Money is very important for the modern governments, because governments collect their tax revenues like value-added tax, excise duty, sales tax, goods and services tax, income tax, wealth tax, inheritance tax, corporate profit tax, etc. in terms of money. Again, money is an indicator of economic development. By looking at the amount of income an economy has in terms of money, we can say which country is better off and which country is worse off. Again, money has also transformed savings into investment. We can convert savings into investment because money is the most liquid of all assets. Money is accessible to all the people at all places. Again, money also is very useful. Money has increased the productivity of capital as it has made capital more mobile. Again, we can also say money has been instrumental for bringing national unity, for ensuring political and economic freedom to the people. And money also helps business people and others to have efficient accounting system. Money acts as a guarantor of solvency and acts as a bearer of option. Money also distributes national income or domestic income between people in the form of wages, interest, rents and profits. Again, money has also equalized marginal productivities, the business people. It is important for the business people because money enables people to employ people and make payment of their salaries on the basis of their productivity. Money is also the basis of the credit system because it's a liquid base of banking. And again, we can say money is the most liquid of all assets. Money imparts liquidity to all varieties of wealth. So there are so many advantages of money. Money has oiled the wheels of economic progress. However, everything is not well with money all the time. Money has certain disadvantages or evils or defects. Speaking about the advantages and disadvantages of money, the famous British economist Sir D.H. Robertson, in his famous book Money, wrote, "Money, which is a source of so many blessings to mankind, becomes also, unless we can control it, a source of peril and confusion." In the same way, Professor George N. Ham, in his famous book Monetary Theory, wrote, "Money is quite indispensable for the functioning of a market economy, but it is at the same time a potential source of grave danger." Speaking about the significance of money and the disadvantages of money, Professor C. Lowell Harris wrote, "Money is created like an aeroplane, marvelous when it works, frustrating when it is immobilized, and tragic when it crashes. Money is indeed one of man's greatest inventions or developments, for money has evolved over centuries." Professor John Law wrote, "What blood is to body, money is to a state. If there is too much of money supply, there is inflation, hyperinflation, the value of money will fall. If there is too less of money supply, there could be deflation and declining price level, both of which are harmful to the economy." Again, let us discuss the concrete disadvantages of money. Money gives birth to business cycles. Business fluctuations are harmful. The frequent recessions and depressions in the world, which will be very, very harmful to different sections of society. Number two, money is responsible for the increase in the inequalities in distribution of income and wealth. In many countries, we can see the rich people are becoming richer and the poor people are becoming poorer. Okay, one of the major reasons for this is the existence of money. Number three, money has encouraged greed and selfishness in people. People have become so selfish and materialistic because of the greed for money. Number four, money has encouraged corruption. Most of the politicians in this world are highly corrupt. Instead of saving the people, they try to accumulate money, income and wealth by unfair means at the cost of the citizens and the complete nation. Again, money has been responsible for the decline of spiritualism in today's world. Because spiritualism has completely declined and people are totally money-minded. Money has also encouraged fraud, theft, dacoits and murderers. All this, why people murder this? Why dacoits enter the house? Because of money or greed for money. Money has also increased indebtedness among the people. Okay, money sometimes brings, and instead of acting like a servant, sometimes money acts as a master. And when it is taking the role of a master, it is very bad for the human race and the human beings. While discussing about the disadvantages of money, Ruskin wrote, "The devil of money has come to possess their souls. No religion or philosophy seems to have the power of driving it out." Ruskin says, "The devil of money has come to possess their souls. No religion or philosophy seems to have the power of driving it out." Talking about the disadvantages of money, finally wrote, "Money made more people mad than love." Professor von Mises, the famous German economist von Mises, was more emphatic when he remarked, "Money is regarded as a cause of theft and murder, of deception and betrayal. Money is blamed when the prostitute sells her body and the bride yet perverts the law. Avarice is called the love of money, and all evils are attributed to it." So, I must say, money is the creation of human beings should be kept as a slave. Okay? Money is a good servant but a bad master. If we allow money to dominate us, then it will act like a monster, Frankenstein's monster. Money is a good servant, but a bad master.